On this episode of Roach Koach,
Roach Koach podcast. Hot all day, every day.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Roach Koach podcast, the journey to create the Nu-Metal Canon. My name is Lauren Kozlowski. With me, as always, the original Roach Rider, Mr. Matt Nas.
Keep it rolling, baby.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, back for another episode of Roach Koach, creating this Nu-Metal Canon, one album at a time. This week, let's just talk about it. A lot of things are coming together for us this week, you guys. It's the sellout era. We're on all of the socials. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We've been on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on just about everything. All out there. And so, of course, everyone's like, now that you're on all the socials, when is Josh Toomey coming back on the show? Today! Josh Toomey's back on the show!
I am back. Here I am. How are you doing?
Doing well, Josh. Long-time listeners know, anybody with ears knows that you're the man, boots on the ground, all around. Talk to Me podcast, newfest.com, the new pod. Actually, we've not had you on since you started the new pod. And when you first announced it, I texted you and I said, "What's the new pod?" And you said, "We're going to create a Nu-Metal Canon one album at a time." And I said, "You have some good luck with that. Good luck."
I'm gonna take 7 years of this other show that kind of stinks, and I'm gonna do a new one.
Well, I was joking with you guys before we started recording, and I said the hardest thing to do a new metal podcast after listening to you guys for 7 years is not using your vernacular and your terms to describe new metal. And I was interviewing Peanut from 311 the other day, and I wanted to call him a new metal papa, but I was like, "You're a new metal father," and just kind of like I can feel him coming on, and I try to I don't want Roach Riders and Indigo Angels to be coming at me like you're ripping them off, which I mean I probably am, but at the same time I don't want them to be like coming at me.
Well, we live and die by new metal sold millions of copies across multiple bands, so I think there's plenty of room in the new metal pool for you to use some of our words.
Listen, if you want to call things Slow Boys, or you want to ask what the pit's going to do, if you want to talk about many of our characters, which people will have no context for outside of the show, absolutely, more than welcome. But you're on for two reasons today. The first reason is that you said, "Yeah, I'll talk about Zebrahead on the show." And indeed, we're going to be talking about Zebrahead today, an album Waste of Mind, which was it's been on the long list for a while, but we got a big push to do it. But the second reason that you're on is that we were talking about a little beverage called Yoo-hoo recently, and it came out that I've never had it before. People were
I had
shocked.
never had it before.
Matt, you never had it before. Josh,
Nope.
you are something of a Yoo-hoo expert, it
Aficionado.
seems. Yeah. One, you were able to find it in single bottle form, which neither Matt or I could do. And I went everywhere. So what I ended up getting, and Matt, you got as well, and the people watching at home on YouTube see this, we have our box of Yoo-hoo here. Josh, you have both box and bottle.
We had Yoo-hoo in the house. Like let me talk about Yoo-hoo. And I don't know if it's a southern thing. I know that milk is obviously only happens in Detroit or something like that.
Only place they drink milk.
The way you're like every house I know only in the Midwest has a gallon of milk. I'm like, everybody has a gallon of milk, Lauren. But the thing with Yoo-hoo, man, was I'm in my 40s, and the gas station or the little convenience store near my house as a kid sold Yoo-hoo, and I was probably 8 or 9. This is like super late 80s. First got my bike, my dad giving me a couple of bucks, and I would go to the little convenience store and buy Yoo-hoo. And so like Yoo-hoo to me is childhood gold. It's like my first taste of freedom, my first going to the store buying a couple of packs of Garbage Pail Kids, and like a bottle of Yoo-hoo and just feeling like on top of the world and then going home. So Yoo-hoo holds a high place in my heart.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
That's great. Yeah, because that's the thing. For me, I'm a big chocolate milk guy. I've always been a chocolate milk guy, but I've never had this, which, as we were reading through its description and ingredients on a recent episode, um, sounded like not milk, not chocolate, not good. But we can figure it out because apparently this is what you do in your salad era. Okay, is you eat 20 chicken nuggets with sauces, and you also taste test products, and that's what gets you the big bucks, right, Matt? That's what we've heard.
That is, oh
correct?
yeah, I mean, we're on that multi-hundred air journey right now. I mean,
That's what I'm
we're
talking
actually
about.
looking to be a multi-dollar air. That's exactly.
Gonna do it. So, I mean, I guess Matt, you've got yours there.
This will literally be my first taste of Yoo-hoo.
Okay, I've got mine here. I got the straw in it.
Ooh, we're already going.
No, we're gonna go in.
Gotta go in. We can't leave this for what, minute 85.
All right.
All right, here we go.
So I gotta pop open the top here. Sounds so good. That's heaven. It's heaven in your mouth.
I'm not gonna lie. This is not bad. This is not bad.
I'm not gonna lie.
bracing
It's
myself-
also not good. It's
See, if you've got the bottle, then you can see like the chocolatey goodness at the bottom of it. So you got to kind of
Okay.
give it a little whooping, you know. Like I'm from the south,
Okay.
we gotta give it a whooping.
Yeah, this is not bad. It definitely feels thinner than a chocolate milk that
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
normally
thick.
used to. No, and I recently got gifted some Overweiss chocolate milk, which was true heaven. And this is I'm gonna give this a that'll do pig. You know, that's what I'm gonna
There we
give
go.
this. This is not bad. I was bracing myself for trouble, but this is not bad. This is not bad. I don't feel so bad about the fact that I've got 6 more cartons of this in my fridge that I've got to work my way through. That's fine. That's fine. I can enjoy this, but a bit anticlimactic, I guess, for everyone who's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You were like, I mean, it's a delicious. A couple of Yoo-hoo facts. Well, real quick.
Yeah.
Created in Garfield, New Jersey in 1928. So it's 95 years old. Yogi Berra of the New York Yankees once did an advertising campaign. And his smile, it said, "It's me, he for Yoo-hoo." And then Matt, earlier you were talking about you got to get your gains drinking this stuff. Later, Yoo-hoo advertised itself as Yoo-hoo, the chocolate action drink.
whoa.
It's definitely
Whoa.
went to different hands. I'm assuming it was owned by a brand called Iroquois Brands, sold in 1981 to a group of private investors. They owned the brand till 89, so that would have been that private investors group was probably the delicious Yoo-hoo that I drank as a child. Cadbury owned it for a little bit. CS Mott's owned it for a little bit, which also owned Snapple. And then now it's currently owned by Dr. Pepper Snapple Group. And then there was a big lawsuit, I guess, at one point that claimed that the drink contained dangerous, unhealthy, non-nutritious, partially hydrogenated oil, and further stated that the drink contains virtually no milk and is instead mostly water, sugars, milk byproducts, and chemicals. But however, Mott's came back and said the drink during this time said contains 7 vitamins and minerals and no preservatives, and they stood by their product.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh
This-
boy.
It was
Matt,
delicious.
Matt, talk to us about your feelings on this.
Okay. It is fine. If I would have had this in my childhood, if I wouldn't have had chocolate milk today, not but an hour and a half ago, damn it. I might have a different song to sing here, but having this in my mouth, it have you ever had Hershey's chocolate syrup?
Yes.
Almost
Yeah. Okay.
that's a universally loved and acclaimed chocolate syrup. But then all of a sudden, somebody introduces you to like real hot fudge, and you have like real hot fudge for the first time. And then you go to back to Hershey's chocolate syrup and you're like, this ain't real hot fudge. That's Yoo-hoo. It, it's very it's a little chalky in the mouth. Kind of got a little powdery taste to it. Chocolate comes through like on the initial wave, not that different. It's the after where it's kind of like thin on the palate. It's got a little thinness on the palate, kind of then but it kind of leaves friends behind in the form of a like a little film. Again, I am surprised that it's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be. I thought this thing was going to be like but,
Right.
like, I mean, it's still
Mhm.
22 grams of sugar, which, if we do our quick math, that's 5 teaspoons. So that's not terrible. I've put that much sugar on a cereal bowl. So,
Mm.
no, I'm surprised. Um, I wonder, as we listen to this album, will I go to the Yoo-hoo to give me comfort, or will I go to the Yoo-hoo to make me crazy?
Mm. Good question. Good question. It really is also showing the journey of what we've gone on with the show, Matt. 7 years ago, we'd be in the cups. You know,
Oh,
we'd be like, second corn album, pour it up, baby. Give me that
we
dirty
better
spray. That's what I need.
I need 5
Uh,
edibles, and,
uh, we're talking about methods of mayhem this week. Let's talk about it, you guys. It's the album of the week, "Waste of Mind" by Zebrahead, which was released on October 13th, 1998.
ooh, I believe that is a getting the party started record.
We haven't done a getting the party started record in a long time. Long time. We've been doing a lot of come down records. Just yeah,
A couple
getting the
thick of
party started.
it's
hmm But yeah, we haven't done an older record like this in a long time. Josh, we'll start with you. History with Zebrahead.
I don't have much of a history with Zebrahead. I do remember this album cover. Um, I do remember loving the style. And I believe their next album kind of looks the same way too, kind of that throwback to the '60s uh, Tijuana brass kind of album covers. Um, but yeah, I don't really have much history with them. I will say, and we'll get to it, but there's a song that's on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, and I do believe that I played tons and tons of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, listening to this one track over and over as I, continue to ollie and nollie and grind all the different parks there in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
good one.
Good one.
Classic.
Matt, history of Zebrahead.
Well, my history would be, there's this, video game called Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
Really,
Go on.
it had a Zebrahead song on it. And then, in the 7 years that we've been doing this show, a couple of people have said that we should listen to it. So I've heard the same song at least twice here.
Okay. Perfect. So I don't want to blow anybody's minds here, but I played this game called Tony Hawk 3. Actually untrue. I topped out at Tony Hawk 2. My controller broke right after I beat it. Like I unlocked the Spider-Man costume, and I took that as a sign that I needed to focus on my studies. Um, I did not really still focus on my studies, but I did stop playing Tony Hawk. I think I played Tony Hawk Underground like 2 years later, but I don't think I ever really played 3. But I was familiar with a couple songs, or at least one song in particular, on this album because I heard it a lot on Comcast Music Choice in 1998-99, which I believe was the single, which is the second song, Get Back. Heard that one a lot. And I believe I also had it as an MP3 on my Gateway 2000 that I had got. I think I got it off of Napster. I really do. I think I got it off of Napster.
Oh.
Don't tell
Yeah,
Metallica.
listen, I didn't download any Metallica songs up to Napster. I was like, I'm good. I've heard them a million times. That was the thing that always cracked me up. I was like, hasn't everybody? Why were people downloading Metallica songs? Because hadn't they heard them enough? Like I was like, good. Like I was like, I'm trying to hear
Mm.
songs I've never heard before, and
In
people were hopping on Napster
1999,
like,
the ability to get Metallica's whole catalog for $20 was real easy. There was copies of the Black Album everywhere.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
it's only like one of the greatest selling albums of all time. So, go to a used bin.
Well, the thing that I found, and the thing that we've learned through the streaming era, is
Or you
that,
could be like me and buy the $300 box set version of the album, because everybody needs a $300 Black Album box set.
amazing.
What I love so much is this question, because you were talking to someone who also has a box set sitting, and how many times have you listened to the bonus content?
0. No, no, I take that back. I do have a CD player in my Jeep, and I
Okay.
did cycle kind of through the CDs in the Jeep. So
Okay. I get vinyl box sets every once in a while. Like I bought MXPX's discography on vinyl in a box set. And I did it because the first 3 albums are not available. And I'll tell you which albums I haven't listened to, the rest. Have I cashed out a box of Yoo-hoo already?
It's very
All right,
easy
it's
to cash
growing.
out a box.
Let me just say that it might be growing on me.
Yeah, it's very easy to cash these out. The thing that I found, and I believe streaming has paid this off, is that as much as you think like, oh man, you've got access to all this music, you've got access to all of these sounds, even with Napster, everyone was just like, oh, I just need to download the songs I already know anyway. That's the thing. Like me, I'm like, give me stuff I've never heard before. But as I've learned through my life, the outlier, most people are just like, I would like to hear the songs I already know.
Well, I will say that, like, I remember that Deftones' White Pony was an album that we found before it came out. And it was like, we found like a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit song off the radio. Like it was, because sometimes you would download shit on Napster and it would be like, 103 KDF, the new song from Deftones. Like it would be on the track. But yeah, we and a buddy of mine had a T1 connection, and we find I know Mr. Richie Pants, but yeah, we found all of Deftones' White Pony, but that was also a lie that I told myself. I was like, if I ever download an album, I'm still gonna buy it. Like because I still bought it, but then I probably never did that again. Especially when torrents became a big deal, and you could just hit an entire discography in one click. I was like, oh, this is over with.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, I remember having a version of Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory that, had a song. It had one song, and it would be like crystal clear, perfect CD quality, and then the next song sounded like it was like recorded underwater and ran over by a car, and then it ended up on the CD, and I was like, I was like, okay, man, this is a tough recording here. And I remember I had a buddy of mine going, I can tell which ones are good rips and bad. I'm like, yeah, so can I, motherfucker. I got ears. Like,
I can hear things.
You got an audio file over here.
Audio file over here.
Oh, yeah.
Noticing it sounds like shit. Cool, dude.
I paid $150,000 a speaker for these Wilson Audio. And I put through a 38K stream. Oh my God. What a waste. What an absolute waste.
So this album, let's start off by talking about the genre tags. Normally we don't start here, but we got to talk about it. So the genre tag for this album is rap rock.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. The genre tags for Zebrahead as a whole is punk rock, pop punk, rap rock, and rap core. This is very key to know. Remember this. It's going to come back later for the test.
Okay. You mean song 1?
Well,
yeah.
It was
absolutely.
funny diving into Zebrahead 2. It was when they talk about them forming, they formed because of their love of Fugazi and the Descendants. And I was just like, if you show me any Fugazi or Descendants in this music, then you will win a bottle of Yoo-hoo. But yeah, I was just like, really, that's the
Those are your touchstones.
right. That's what. Look, man, I really love Ian Mackay. Let's start a band, and this is what happened.
We're like
Yeah.
the crossroads of the Descendants and Fugazi. You know, one of the most influential post-hardcore bands, and one of the most respected punk bands.
And but we also put a rapper in here, so a little bit of this, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. This record, as far as I can tell, one of their most successful records, I believe. I thought I had some. Yeah, the Get Back single sold over 150,000 copies in the United States alone, and is their highest charting song, peaking at number 32 on the U.S. Hot Modern Rock tracks. And there were 4 singles from this album. You know what? Let's talk about who's in the band.
Who is?
On lead vocals, rap lead vocals, it's Ali Tabata Bai, if I'm saying that right, which I know I'm not. On lead vocals, rhythm and guitar, Justin Mariello, Greg Bergdorf on lead guitar, Ben Osmondson on bass guitar, Ed Udhus on drums, and on keyboards and production, it's Howard Benson.
Howie B in the place to be.
Indeed. Howie B is back. Oh yeah, here we go. On the charts, this album peaked at 34 on the US top heat seekers. So it was working its way up. 2 reviews on Wikipedia, 1 from AllMusic, 3 out of 5, and Rock Hard, which is Rock Hard Magazine, which is a German magazine, which explains why I never heard of it. 8.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Wow. So Rock Hard was going hard for these guys.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right, baby. That's what the people come here for. I have a physical copy of the album here.
Of course
Picked
you
it up.
do.
Picked it up. Good old mega stronghold Rock of Ages. For a sweet.
A fortune.
I picked it for a sweet. Wait, yeah, Matt. Yeah.
Oh, just a compound for the red pilled. Get yourself ready and in there.
Matt,
Rock of
you know
Ages.
what? You know what? It's nothing's better than walking into a place and you know, you hear somebody say like, "Oh, I heard about that guy. He died." And someone went, "Baxed." And you're like, "Oh boy."
Yeah.
So yeah, so
USA. USA.
so yeah, I got it. Here's the thing though, credit where it's due. I got it for a sweet $2.99.
Nice.
Ooh. That's
which is
a
true
price
deal.
to move price.
Well,
Yeah,
if it's a MAGA stronghold place, there is actually a Donald Trump reference on this album. So
There is. There
Ooh.
is. Yes. We were talking about the album art before we started. Or no, we were just talking about the album art here. Josh, talk us through this album art here. What do we got here?
oh, the album art, you say? Let's see here. I just had it up, and as soon as you say something about it, it runs away. Let me see. Well, there it is. All right, so you've got a lady on a space chair with some headphones going to a what is that style? I can't think of the style of furniture here.
Well, it's like an Art Deco's.
hyper-modern.
Yeah, it's like honestly, I got big Jetsons vibes from this.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's got a crazy like a hi-fi stereo system that would cost you lots and lots of money back in the day. But yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, you know, it's kind of got that Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass throwback, you know, just the style of it. And that was kind of popping at the time, you know, kind of that throwback album cover, you know, late 90s, everybody kind of throwing it back to that stuff. And as a kid, I loved those type of album covers. So I've always loved this album cover. So this album cover gets a 8.5 out of 10 for me.
There you go. On the back we have the band, and Justin is doing the bit where you pretend that you're removing your finger That is a very popular move to do. I would say like a funny bit you might do in middle school or high school, which definitely fits with some of the themes of this album. They also have that bit under the CD case. They so were enamored with the removing the finger bit that they were like, put it under there, put it under the CD. Extra fun. I did go through the thank yous here. I didn't really catch anything too wild. There's you know, thanking the crew, thanking the fans, thanking the family, you know, a couple fun nicknames in there. You know, somebody's name is Robo Repo Rambo Scoop. I'm like, I'm sure there's a great story there, but there was no room for it in this. So I appreciate that. But yeah, this was just the whole package here. I was just like, it's the 90s, 1998, baby. I'm in my what, junior year, sophomore year, junior year of high school. Like, yeah, let's get cooking. So I think if there's nothing else to say about this, let's take a quick sip of Yoo-hoo and dive into the first song, which is called Check.
So that was a 360 nollie into a pop shove it into a Chrysler, into a manual,
with the multiplier,
into a manual, into a nose grind, into a backside grind, into
a lot of moves, a lot of moves. Josh, we'll start with you. How did you feel about the song Check?
I mean, it just takes me back to those late nights, getting off work to delivering pizza and just firing up that PlayStation 2 and just, you know, sitting there playing until the sun came up, playing some Tony Hawk. I mean, the one thing, and we'll hit on this a lot with this band, choruses pretty much nail it throughout the album. Like like they're kind of the reverse of the Ross's rules. Like they need to work on their verses, but the choruses always kind of tend to hit the very much a proto Sum 41 type band. Just always kind of goofy, wacky. The song seems to be about people not having any clout and just being you know, a waste of mind.
Matt, how do you feel about Check?
I mean, it's super fun. You got a scratch master up front. You know, there's definitely somebody ripping and rapping with those records. Just a little very, very good. But when we get to that chorus, I feel it's a tight chorus, but I do feel that's where the pop punk lives. We got the rap rock, then we got the pop punk.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
although I enjoy pop punk, this is a Nu-Metal show. And that ain't Nu-Metal, baby.
Matt, you've really over this past year truly become a bit of a Nu-Metal police in the regards of like us picking records and then picking a record and then it turns out to not be Nu-Metal and you being like, I thought we were a fucking Nu-Metal show. What the fuck is this?
Well, you know, we're trying to create a canon here.
Mm-hmm.
And people have suggestions, and I love a suggestion.
You do.
But they have said they are turning it over to our discerning ears. And though I am re-listening because on YouTube, I don't know if you know this, we're on YouTube now. And
Sellout era, yes.
In the sellout era, I am reposting our original episodes. So I've gotten to hear the first 3 episodes, which I have not heard in a years. And
no, yet. Go on. We'll touch base about that later.
No. If anybody got that reference, you are either me or somebody who is so close. Oh, here we go. In the chat, I have no idea when this is going to go up on YouTube. So it'll be on Facebook in the audio form first. If you hear this and if you know, we haven't had that in a years is from first correct answer. We'll figure out what record I'm going to ship you. That's US only. And I'm sorry, Australia.
Matt, I love your spontaneous giveaways of things that are taking up space in your house. Love it. Let's keep it going. So I agree with you, Matt. There's a pop punk thing going on here, real big. I think the Sum 41 reference is also really good. There is some bendy guitar in here that I definitely reminded me of early Korn records. I noticed that the song seems to be about being a poser. Now, the thing was, I was like, why is it called Check? Because there's nothing in the lyrics. But then I realized listening to the song before I had the lyrics in front of me, I thought he was saying in the chorus, like, you checked, you checked. But according to the actual lyrics, no, he's saying take a chance, kid, really super fast. And I'm wondering if this is a situation where they played it for somebody and they're like, oh, he's saying check. And they're like, no, he's saying take a chance, kid. And he's like, well, I can't tell. And they're like, oh, that's fun. We'll just call it check then because I'm not enunciating properly. And honestly, improper enunciation, that feels a little nu metal. So I'm just going to put that out there. I had to go to songmeanings.com just to see what was going on.
Always.
We had a few comments there. AkeJ02 said the song is about a poser pretending to be born and raised in quote the hood when he was really raised in the completely opposite side of the community. It states that in the end, music is music, and it doesn't matter what category you belong to as long as you come with good music and powerful, meaningful lyrics. Which once we listen to this, we'll definitely be dealing with those. Orange Morendo said they even nailed the chorus. Great sound. Weird comment. And then there was a downvoted comment.
Oh no.
This song is great. One of my faves.
Get it out of here.
Love this song. Thumbs down.
Downvoted. How dare you? There's also a music video for this song. It is I believe it's actually from their demo. It's very low budget. It's the band performing in a practice space. A lot of mugging for the camera. Cuts to some girls sitting on a couch watching them play, eating suckers. But it's not like the suckers come out and I was like, what are we about? What's going to happen here? And they're just eating suckers. There's nothing like sexual about it. There's no innuendos. They're just ladies eating suckers watching Zebrahead perform. And at one point, one of them like looks at the camera and it seems like by accident, like she's just like they were just like, don't look at the camera. And she's like, okay. Oh fuck!
Don't worry, I'm not going to look at the camera. Not looking at it. I'm looking.
Not
at
looking
the
at the camera. Not looking at the camera.
I'm so looking at the camera now.
Yeah.
But oh no.
Surprisingly well preserved on YouTube. Like I did a full screen maximize, and it was pretty clear. And considering how the quality of some nu metal music videos I've stumbled across from major labels, this was well preserved. So maybe Zebrahead's mom's involved. I don't know. That's usually how you get well preserved music videos on YouTube. All right. Okay, so we're at a pop punk start. We've done some ollies. We've done some what'd you call that, Matt? The Christ pose.
Oh yeah, we did a Christ air.
And then let's be honest. Then we had to bail because we got to go
Definitely.
to track 2.
Yeah, track 2. Let's see if this one's sketchy.
Yeah, it's called Get Back.
All right. I see you.
So we got a little bit of everything in this song. You got a Beastie Boys influence. You have a little bit of a nu metal influence. You also have a big ska influence. Real big in there. And that kind of really took me by surprise because, like I said, this was a song that I listened to a lot. I remember listening to a lot at the MP3 in college. And I was like, wait a minute. I was listening to something with this much ska influence. Who the fuck was I? What was going on with me?
I don't even know who I am anymore.
I don't even know who I am anymore. Exactly. And I did also catch that Trump reference, Josh, that you pointed out. When I wrote in my notes, God, that guy's been around forever, hasn't he? So,
well, he's specifically at Rock of Ages.
Yes. So yeah, perfectly. Yeah. This chorus though really, really works. Very strong. I had no notes on that. I thought they kind of nailed it on the chorus. The rapping, I was already, even on my first listen, I was like, oh, this guy's gonna be rapping like this on every song, isn't he? isn't he? That's gonna be. We might have to reinvestigate that. But this is a song about how it is Zebrahead season, and they are taking over.
Oh
So you
wow.
need to get back because it's Zebrahead season. You know, get your hats and your gloves. It's Zebrahead season. Get ready. Josh, how'd you feel about Get Back?
Well, right out the gate, he says, "Here comes the boom," and nothing changes.
I heard that. I heard that too. I felt that. It's like,
When you say "Here comes the boom," I want to hear an 808. I want to hear a drop. I want to hear something heavy, and it just stays the same. So that's a little bit ridiculous. The Donald Trump line in 2023 hits a little bit different than 1998 because they call him the man Donald Trump too. Like it's not even, just in passing. Obviously some Tom and Jerry references in there, very topical. Lots of
Timeless.
some of the references later on even get even more bananas. But yeah, I mean, guitar is good. The guitar trick at the beginning, very 1998, where you're just like kind of turning the pickups on and off with the crazy sounds. That was a very dated guitar trick they were doing there. And then I mean, there's also a music video I'm sure Lauren's going to get into in a moment. So yeah, so far, Get Back, once again, great chorus. Not feeling those verses.
Matt.
But I feel like the rap rock chorus is the way you were enjoying that Yoo-hoo, Lord. Yeah, before I do this.
See, the other part about having the glass bottle is you can shake it up throughout the whole time you're doing it.
Right, yeah, you don't get any of that settlement.
Yeah, it doesn't settle.
I was dealing with some of that settlement. Yeah.
It's a little gross. That's that dust.
It is a little gross.
It's a little gross. I mean, the chocolate flavor is there. So like chocolate drink is correct. But not chocolate. It doesn't have the fat that chocolate milk gives you in the back. And I like a fat back.
That's right, baby.
That's right, baby.
It's
me, Louis the Perv, and I like a little fat in the back.
A little fat in the back.
No, I can't talk about sex too long, or I blow it in my pants. I'm Louis the Perv. This is an episode where I'm workshopping characters.
I like Louis the Perv. He's pretty good. I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of room for that character. Anyway,
I can't wait. Anyway, listening to Get Back by Zebrahead, I like the rappy because I felt like, you know what I'm missing? Crunch. I want some crunch. And I've got kind of that, I got that up, like when you strum up on the guitar, which is usually what you do in ska. I don't hate it, but it's just rap rock into pop punk so far.
So we received a message when we started talking about doing a Zebrahead episode that
It said,
apparently
don't.
Honestly, no. Everyone was like, "Do it. We really want to hear."
I
it.
really like a fat back.
Yeah, it's me, Louis the Perv. Do I have an accent? Do I not? We don't know yet. We're figuring it. Oh, this is a good Yoo-hoo bass I have going on here.
I love
about
this
a
character.
Yoo-hoo bass. Yeah,
Oh.
go down on a Yoo-hoo bass. You know what I mean? That's a part.
But we did receive a message that there were some members of Zebrahead who have done appearances in some other podcasts and claim that Howard Benson took the "Here Comes the Boom" bit from this song and gave it to POD, who utilized it on their records. And I guess it's like a jokey, like, haha, they took this thing. But as Josh pointed out, you did not boom. You said, "Here comes the boom," and nothing changed. You did not boom. When given to POD boomed.
Boom.
POD very much boomed.
Hey,
They boomed.
they got the boom.
Hey, I saw it. You want to talk about the booms?
Oh, Louis the Perv, he'll talk to you about it.
Louis the Perv.
One of our best characters already.
Classic character.
Love this character. On songmeanings.com, we had a few comments from commenter. Oh,
Oh.
They said this song fucking rocks. Okay. KMK _ Natasha said, oh, this is a good song. This CD was stolen from me, assholes.
Oh, I'm glad when people use songmeanings.com to explain their displeasure with thieves.
This next comment, Matt, you will love it for both the commenter name and what they say. Their commenter's name is Hey 22122. And they said, wow, not that many comments on this song.
Yes.
I heard it.
That's a Yahtzee.
That is. I heard it last December or so, and I really liked it. It kind of reminds me of songs by the Bloodhound Gang, just funny songs that you don't really think about that much. Is it just me, or is it kind of weird that these white people are rapping? Still good, though.
So weird.
Cultural appropriation, Zebrahead.
Zebrahead. I like that they're like, you
Canceled.
know what? There's a lot of people we could go after for white rapping. Let's go after Zebrahead. Yeah, really going for it. Let's
so
talk
I was going
about
to ask you though, Lauren, because
Yes.
there was a part of me that went like, this rapping is a little Bloodhound Gang. It is a little Bloodhound Gang, and I wanted to know how you were doing.
So here's the thing with the Bloodhound Gang. For one, their album is a behemoth. It's like 85 minutes long. Secondly, it is packed floor to ceiling with terrible jokes, terrible smug jokes. This album is much more in the vein of a Blink-182 album, I would say, in the jokiness. And honestly, even then, it doesn't really. They actually, I tapped into some later singles, and they had a single on their following album that definitely felt like somebody came into the studio and said, hey, first, get this rapper out of here. Second, you guy who does the hooks, why don't you also sing the verses? And also talk about how you have a small penis. And he was like, I'm going to do everything you asked me to do because you sound like somebody who knows what's up. So yeah, I definitely there were parts where I was like, is this Bloodhound Gang? But here's the thing. Also, the production on this is way better. It's thicker. There's like 3 guitarists doing something and a bassist and keyboards. I mean, they've got a bottom end here. So we got Howard Benson behind the boards. So it's a better produced record. I will say, like, other opinions of what this record. Generally, this was not the worst listen in the world. So I did not give it a car listen. I gave it a stereo listen, a headphones listen, and then my notes listen. So didn't get a car listen. But I would say, having it on, while doing stuff around the house, it was not a big deal. So this music video, Josh, that you had talked about, did you think it was like a low rent turn down for what?
I don't remember the video for Turn Down for What or whatever,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean it's definitely big on the lit vibes. Like I got some
Ooh.
huge lit vibes in this one. I did write in the notes here, dreads, check. Fuzzy guitar strap, check. Giant shorts. This guy's shorts, they're like Jinko shorts that go to the ankles, but they're not pants because they do stop it eventually. A little bestiality, check.
Yeah.
It's a very bizarre video, Matt, and I'll kind of explain it. I guess they start out they're in a apartment complex, you would say, or high rise, and they're on one level, and they're just rocking so hard that the floor bottoms out and they fall down to the next level. And there's a lot of Asian people taking photographs, which I'm assuming is kind of racist because it's
you are correct.
Like Asian tourists, like that kind of the stereotypical Asian tourist. So they're taking photos, and then the floor bottoms out again, and then they pop down to another level. I'm not exactly sure what level that is, but then they end up down to a level with like farm animals, and like the one guitar player is making kissy faces at his sheep. It's bananas. And then I think the final level is they're just rocking a club. Like this whole house was built on top of a club. But yes, it's very, very 1998 and very, very disturbing.
Yeah, I was taking notes and I was like, oh, this reminds me of Turn Down for What, going through the floors, whatever. But yeah, when they land on and yeah, when they come across the Asian stereotypes, I was like, this is weird, definitely racist. I don't know what we're doing here, but I wasn't like blown away. But at the same time, I was like, yeah, 1998, people were wild.
Wild
But then
around
when they
here.
get to the sheep level, I was like, what's the sheep? And then the guy's like, I'm gonna make eyes and wink at this sheep. And I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. This was weird. But I gotta tell you, these guys were game. Like this dude, like clearly they were told this guy, like, hey, wink like you're gonna fuck that sheep. And he was like, I'm a wink. I'm gonna give you the wink of winks. Like he went all in.
Professional
And
winker, yes.
yeah, he's very good at winking. Yeah, and there was the thing that I did find was very funny. I rewinded the video back to make sure I wasn't crazy. When they're performing, the rapping guy's mic is like clearly not plugged in. And obviously, like when you do a music video, like nothing's plugged in, like it's all like fake.
Oh, it's
you
just
know?
one of these deals.
Well, not only that, but you can also see the other end of the plug is also dangling and unplugged.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was just like, I've never seen that in a music video before. Like you watch a music video, it's like, like we know they're lip syncing, we know it's not real, but there's
What?
still this level of like everything's plugged in, it looks real. Like even that Stain video we watched recently, like they're in the apocalypse, but everything's still fucking plugged in, okay? Like everything's still got a thing. And for this one, they were just like, yeah, you're
Who
lip
cares?
syncing, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but I never seen it so egregious before. So I thought that was interesting.
That was something that always bothered me about the November Rain videos when Slash comes out of the church to do the solo, not plugged in. Come on, plug it in.
One of the most iconic shots ever. And Josh is there, arms crossed. That guitar's not plugged in.
You know he's not plugged in, right?
It sounds like
what is it?
it sounds like total shit out in that desert.
All you're gonna hear is clink, clink,
It needs to be one of those videos where it's like the actual sounds of everything.
Oh, I love those so much.
There's a great fish one out there. I don't know if you've seen that one, but yeah, they're kind of giving fish a little run for their money there.
The David Bowie and Mick Jagger
that's
dancing in the street
the
video.
all timer. All right, so we're 2 tracks in. That was the big single. So now we're hearing songs that weren't singles. Of course. The next one's called The Real Me.
Filler bullshit. Where are these guys from?
California?
Are they SoCal?
They were formed in La Habra, California in the summer of 2006. So that is the northwestern corner of Orange County. Okay.
Huge Offspring vibes. Huge Offspring in those choruses.
I can see that. I was also, honestly, this was the song where I immediately went, I'm getting a little Hot Action Cop,
Oh, a lot of Hot Action Cop.
A lot of Hot Action Cop here. This song is interesting because it seems like both a song about a girl who can only see the real side of the narrator, but it also has this, and I get mine line that seems to be like a use them for sex insinuation euphemism. So that was a little bit of a confusing, like, what is the song actually about situation. Once again, once we get through those raps, get to that chorus, I'm like, okay, chorus is here. Chorus is pretty strong.
Choruses are great.
Choruses are fine. Keep in mind the guy who sings the choruses also the guy who winked at the lamb. So yeah, something to think about.
Lots going on there.
Lots going on there. This song has a bluesy guitar line, which was also very weird, that floats into a guitar solo. And I also want to mention that while this did give me Hot Action Cop vibes, these guys are way better because they're just more tasteful, and none of their music videos made me want to vomit. So that's another plus. Josh, how'd you feel about The Real Me?
I have a few notes on this one. I do have it as a positive relationship song because the whole being able to the girl can see him for the real person. It's very non-nu metal. It's very positive when it comes to women.
Mm.
And so I'm gonna put this on my non-misogyny that slaps playlist.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
It
Ah,
slaps, but it's kind.
It's
Kind.
nice and
nice.
kind.
Yeah. Matt, how'd you feel about this one?
I liked it. I'm not upset at the raps. I think you two aren't upset at them, but they're not your favorite part. They work for me. But the choruses
You're
work.
getting soft, Matt.
Oh,
Well,
7 years.
well, I
Full
think
of, full of yoo-hoo and happy and sunshine now.
I've already said that this is not new at all. So I think I can now just go down to enjoying it. Like
Mm.
I just enjoy it. It's just like it's like a well-worn shoe. It's like I know what this is. I know what we're doing. I miss a crunch. I would rather have a crunch and a scream, but we're not. We're gonna go for a pop punk chorus, smoothed out. Feels good. Turn this on at a barbecue. Come on. We're having a good
Mm.
time. This is
Yeah, having a
meant
good
to be
time.
played on outdoor speakers and get halfway ignored. It's
Mm.
perfect for that. Like this is like, oh, that's a great chorus. You have a hot dog? That's said in every one of these songs when it's played at the barbecue. Come on.
Absolutely. Songmeanings.com commenter one more broken
Thank you
heart.
for always having my back at the most preposterous of situations. Yeah, absolutely, Matt. Anyway,
I'm just moving the show along, man. That's all I'm doing.
now let's talk about that for another half an hour.
Uh,
Yoo-hoo, anybody? $3
Songmeanings.com.
deep, motherfucker.
Commenter one more broken heart said, awesome song. I can't believe no one has commented on it yet. Very good song.
Oh, great.
Make up your mind. Is it awesome or is it very good? Those are two very different things. One more broken heart. Commenter emotional kid said the lyrics are great. Such a sweet and comforting song, but makes me sad because I wish my boyfriend knew that's what I would do or be for him if he would only let me. Sad face emoji.
Just
What-
let me in, Matt. Just let
let
me
me
in.
in. Just
let me
let-
unlock your
let me-
heart.
Let her in. All right. And then Palm Man said, this song makes me sad. Completely reminds me of this girl I like, but she's completely unobtainable. She's exactly like this song.
Ugh,
Ugh.
unattainable.
Unobtainable, you know? And the worst part is she doesn't even know he exists. That's the worst part.
Hmm.
You know? Yeah.
I think
awful.
it's time
you
somebody
know
looked in the
Palm?
mirror.
Yeah. Do you know Palm Man? Do you know Palm Man?
Oh,
No?
Palm Man?
Palm Man?
No?
No?
Pullman?
No? Palm Man?
Jim?
No. Okay, this is a great bit. Next up.
Oh, is this are we talking about some knuckle hustle? What are we talking about here?
Next up.
me, Louie the Perv. If you need to jack
There he
off,
is.
can you just fucking
Back.
say it?
There it is.
Pounding
Now we're
the
back on
pud.
track.
we're gonna beat up something downstairs. You know what I mean? I'm a pervert.
They're gonna be Rosie and her 5 sisters.
All right, up next, we have the song Someday. Let's talk about this song Someday. It's about high school.
Oh,
And
is it?
Well,
But
this is our year,
someday,
guys.
though, someday though, they're gonna talk to this girl for the first time. That's what the song is about. This song seems to be about 14-year-old boys who have seen a girl and maybe made eye contact once, and maybe this year, 9th grade, it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. That's what this song is about. Someday. Yeah, this is a song maybe about making a pact, Matt.
Mm.
You know, it is senior year, guys.
Oh yeah.
And I would say that this is, dare I say, our time.
It's our time. It's our year.
Wait
And
a
if
minute.
we don't make it happen this year,
Yeah. Mhm.
the rest of our lives null and void.
I
I'm not gonna amend.
thought we only had till junior year. I cut mine off last year.
Wait a second.
Oh,
you've
shit.
already
Whoa,
cut
whoa,
your dick
you already cut your dick
off?
off?
Oh, fuck.
Whoa, no.
I thought we said 11th grade.
No,
we were the whole
no,
thing.
Senior
Shit.
year. This is our year. Do you still have it? Did you throw it away?
It's on ice. It's in the
Perfect.
Okay.
It's in the deep
Perfect.
freeze.
All right, let's get that shit reattached because senior year is our year. It might not be yours though if that shit doesn't get reattached. Yeah, so I was fine. I thought that there's a guitar solo at 135 that's very sweet and very tender. And yeah, and this song is literally about how today is the day I take over this school. So I like that we finally found one of the songs that is literally about this topic. Josh, how'd you feel about this one?
Oof. I put Sum 41 again. I felt like this was like a fake high school. Like nobody had this actually happen in high school. This was not an actual scenario. This is like teen movies, and these are guys in their mid-20s writing about like this is our year in high school. It's like a bunch of 40-year-olds sitting around talking about cutting their dick off.
What a bunch of idiots.
What a bunch of losers.
But a bunch
sitting around with their asses hanging out.
asses hanging out, drinking Yoo-hoos, talking about cutting their dicks off.
Who are we?
What have we done with our lives?
What
we
has
got a
God
review.
wrought?
We got a review that said 3 stars, downhill since Jenny left. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Never been better, baby.
Never.
Could you imagine
Disgust with us would be all-time high.
Think back to your dads when they were in their 40s, and if you would have walked in on them talking on a podcast about cutting their dicks off and drinking Yoo-hoos, how just disappointed you would be. And you would be like, this is my house now. You can never tell me what to do. But I will say that this song is a school sucks song. And the worst lyric in here is a punk rock ain't no shock. He's talking about having blue hair. He's talking it's just a little ridiculous song about a high school thing that never happened.
Well, I will say this song walked so Teenage Dirtbag could run. Because I got huge Teenage Dirtbag vibes off of this, especially in that chorus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Teenage Dirtbag in a lot of ways is like the ultimate, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to cut my dick off song anyway.
Oh,
so
100%.
Yeah. So I'd say second place is A Flavor of the Week by American Hi-Fi. That's also
that's a good one.
Actually, there's like 5 songs on the American Hi-Fi record that are literally about like, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to cut my dick off. Like that's, that's a good album though. Good album. I like that album. That's a good album. I like how I say that like right after. I'm like, it's a bunch of songs about cutting your dick off. Good album. Good album. On songmeanings.com. This is one of those when you find a comment like this, I love it. It's from Newfound Finch, someone who loves both Newfound Glory and the band Finch, and they said this song is great. All love songs should be this good.
This is a love song.
Hey, Barry White, you son of a bitch. You heard Someday by Zebrahead? Take some notes. I like that. River Phoenix Angel.
Oh,
Phoenix is spelled like, this Phoenix is spelled like Phoenix TX. Said, this is one of my favorite songs by any artist. I must love it so much. It's been on my profile for almost a year without wanting to change it. I think it could be a feeling about a new love, an old love, or anything. It applies to and everything. Okay. So this probably could apply to new love. Okay, Matt. Okay. New love.
Okay.
You could apply
Right.
to
Definitely.
old love. Okay. And old love.
Refreshing. Okay.
An old love. Also, anything in the existence of the world. This song covers it all. You know why, Matt?
Why that?
Someday. Not specific. It's got to be a day, any day in history, future, past, present.
If it's any day, then guess what?
Mm-hmm.
It's all days.
It's all days, and it's someday, right?
And if it's all D's, then it's all good.
That's right.
All D's nuts.
Oh, there we go. And we have a comment from Allie Mack, who said this song isn't just some romantic bullshit. It's about some high schooler who likes someone so much that even though they keep getting rejected, they still can't abandon those feelings. No one really seems to see the pain that lies in the words in this song. I like when the song feels like the soundtrack to your life. Only then do you stop seeing it as a cute romantic song. Heavy talk. Black Lung Fever said this is the best song about high school ever. Okay, strong words. And my name is Van says I feel this song tenfold. That felt like some new metal math there. Yeah, because tenfold. I mean, that's what is that? 10 days? 10 some days?
Maybe
Tenfold.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people had a lot to say about this song. A lot of people were really feeling it. And one person wrote a giant. Their name was Baby Blitz, and they wrote a giant block of text about it. But they started it off really well with, "I can clearly explain this since I've been through it before." And I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah. You also were in 9th grade. Cool. Tell us about it."
Tenfold is just being 10 times as great or as many, or
Oh.
having 10 units or members tenfold.
Oh wow.
Okay. All right. So they feel this song times 10. Okay. Fair
Not
enough.
very much.
Not it's all right, we got the title track up next. That's Waste of Mind.
Do you realize in 5 years Howard Benson is going to do The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance?
Oh no, he's gonna do 3 Cheers.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's gonna go in. He's gonna be like, "Hey guys, I've been doing a lot of work with Zebrahead. Don't worry, it's not gonna sound like that though." Okay.
Can I get some more beeps and boops over there, Gerard Way?
I think I know what your band needs. Maybe you should check this out.
Howard, don't make us fire you on the first day. I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm just
Let's get
joshing you.
I'm just kidding around. It's be how we be. I wrote in my notes that this guitar is a little we have West Borland at home, with its beeps and boops. And I wrote down the lyrics.
Go see West Borland. No, we got it at home.
We got this guy. Yeah, here you go. I wrote the lyrics down. I think about the time when everyone will hear me, hear my rhymes loud, and understand clearly that I can spend each and every day doing things my way and I'll be okay. But I find that this is just a waste of my mind to think of the days gone by and all the things I want to try. And everyone says, get your head out of the clouds. All I want to do is play loud. And so I'd never heard that before where, certainly people have said, I want to be in a rock band. I want to be in rock and roll, mom and dad. And they say that's a waste of time. This song goes one step further and says that not only is it a waste of time, it's also a waste of your mind. Josh, you are a rock and roller, as we know. I mean, we can see a guitar, bass right next to you there. You've always got one ready in case it's needed. Has anyone ever said to you, why you get into this rock and roll music? It's a waste of your mind.
I don't think it was ever phrased a waste of mind. Probably a waste of time, and probably looking in the mirror like you're wasting your time and you're wasting your mind playing all these nu metal bass lines. Get a real job. But yeah,
and then you're like lyrics, right.
Yeah,
They said it was a waste of my.
Here comes the boom.
Here comes the boom.
Yeah, obviously it's a song about wanting to pursue a band, and it's still almost kind of like Someday though. Like it feels like high school sucks someday, and then like people are always like, oh, you're wasting your time trying to be in a band, go get a real job. Like I don't really know how many people are around people trying to pursue music are like, you're wasting your time, man. Get a real job and all that stuff. It seems a little made up.
You know, well, I've been listening to 24 Question Party People podcast, which is very, very good. And one of the questions that host asks all of the famous people she has on the show is, has anyone ever told you anything, like, you know, said like you're never gonna make it, you know, whatever, like tried to like deter you? And every episode that I listen to, the people are always like, no, not really. Can't really think of
Right.
anybody. And like, I think the one I listened to recently was Paul Banks at Interpol, and he's like, I think my dad at one point was like, you got anything lined up if this doesn't, you know? But he's like, but even then he wasn't like telling me like pack it in. He was just like, you got a backup plan just in case, you know.
You got an
just in case.
associate's degree down at the community college in your back pocket.
You know, and which Paul Banks should have started, you know, gone back. Man, I got fucking slow hands here. Have you heard this shit? I'm ready to rock, baby. Songmeanings.com. We have a comment from I think this is pronounced Menacing Monk, who said, I have one comment. If you listen closely to the chorus, and I mean really closely, when it is listed as this is just a waste of my mind, I always hear waste of our drugs. Am I just insane, or can someone validate me? And I was like, ooh, okay. Was got this little Pink Floyd action here, digging into this, you know, play these backwards, play this up close. So then Kevin P13 said, I hear it too. I think the lyrics are wrong on this site. Oh, don't even get us started.
Oh, God, please don't.
And then 4 years later, so those two comments were from March and May of 2003. May 10th, 2007. B Team Steven said, I think you're both just hearing things. It definitely says waste of mind cause. Although I guess I can see where it could sound like drugs. That is what we call an essential comment. Come back in, say you're full of shit, and then say, but I could also see you being right. Beautiful. Great.
And if you have any issues with the lyrics, always say hit up Ginny Socia at songmeanings.com.
Yeah, songmeanings.com. Yeah,
that's correct.
That's her email address.
All right, I think we're ready for this next one.
Let's do it.
Feel This Way.
You know what? If the man says yes, you can, then go down and grab a can and throw in some pans of Tam. And I don't know if you know, man, but I know that there is a man, and he's above. He's in the sky. Oh, wait a second.
Wait a minute. Is Zebrahead a Christian band? What?
Get to the board.
Get to the boards. Yeah, this song, I gotta say, I felt a little underdressed for this one. I feel like we all should have been wearing Grill Master aprons and been flipping some burgers over at the grill, getting things ready. Because yeah, give these patties another minute, and then they're gonna be all ready for you. Yeah, this one, Matt, do you have a ketchup and mustard there to top off these hot dogs I got? Because that's what this song is for.
You know it, maybe. You know it.
Yeah, this song is definitely the sprinkler is set up in the front yard, and the kids are running through it, and wilding out. And this kind of back to the song earlier with the girlfriend, and she's really nice and she gets me. Like, that's something you never. This, I think, is just a friendship song, and he literally says, "I know you care" over and over and over to his friend, and it's like I know you're there for me. You're my friend. I know you care. Like, these guys have some positive Pete lyrics.
Something we don't encounter here too often. Yeah.
The support? Yeah, no.
Yeah. Normally, yeah, these lyrics where you're normally getting like, I'm betrayed. I am disgusted by the betrayal. I'm just on the ground. Someone kicked me when I was down. Are you going to help me up? I've always helped you up, but now you won't help me up. And here it's like, you over there? Good fucking friend.
I know you care.
Pal for life.
It's very, like, you know, tough for, like, you know, especially in 98, two guys saying, I know you care about me. Like, I know you care. Hey, Matt, I know you. Hey, you helped me move that one time. I know you care. I appreciate you, man. It's just so nice.
And truly helping someone move, that's when you know they care. All right.
That's true, friend.
True friend.
But
True
once you
friend.
pass 40, you're on your fucking own. Figure
It's
it
true.
out. Figure it
Yeah.
out. Not my responsibility.
Get a mover. Get a
Once-
mover.
Once you have children, so any age, I guess, that you can have children. Yeah. Moving? No. No. You're on your own.
Make
Yeah,
them move.
that I like that, man. I like how you say that, like having children, like somebody's like, hey, can you help me move this weekend? And you're like, I have a child. No. Click.
Yeah, this is a lot of responsibility.
I don't know. I mean, these kids are crazy, and Rosemary's in the background, like, I can do things on my own now. You're like, shut up. I ain't helping him move.
I'm 13, Dad. You can leave the house.
No, they want to help me. They need help moving. You're my baby girl.
You're a baby girl. Yeah. This is one of the few perks of fatherhood. just like what?
Well,
Dad?
can Rosemary help?
You want to help my friend move? Yes.
To get away from you, Father.
Please,
Yes.
anything to get away from you.
You and your
my baby girl.
My baby girl. All grown up. The cat's in the cradle in the silver
spoon. Songmeanings.com. Line X Eyes says, I love this song. Everyone should go download it right now. So they are pushing for piracy there. I Am a Rock. Yeah, I Am a Rock says, I agree. This is the best song ever. Love it. Best song ever. Wow. Okay.
Bold.
C in Red said, it's not my fave. I like their more hardcore songs. Not familiar. Need
The ones that are like Fugazi.
Yeah, I like the Fugazi stuff. Oh yeah, the more hardcore. I citation needed. Sorry, I'm not familiar with the hardcore Zebrahead songs. And then Trasta said, I said Get Back was my fave, but I think it's a tie with this. All that I need is my emancipation. Gotta find a way to get away. Gotta find something to make me want to stay, because all that I see is jaded. Now I can't see straight because I'm faded. Stressed because of strain, and you know that I'm leaving today, and I care what you say, but I feel this way. I know I felt that way before.
Oh, okay.
All right.
One of the most relatable situations is that one right there. All right. You know what? Maybe this next one is some of that hardcore Zebrahead that person's talking about. It's a song called Walk Away.
Activate the pit.
So, Josh, I don't know if you caught this on your close listens. Is that a Happy Gilmore reference to the line, you can't bring me down, clown?
Oof. I don't know. It might be just a nice play on words.
Might be. Yeah.
What did you get from this song? Like what was your takeaways?
I wrote in my notes that we're back to sort of rocking, but these verses with the raps, I'm getting very tired because it feels the same type of cadence, the same type of delivery on every track. And while you could say that's sort of the same with the choruses at least soar, and I'm starting to feel like I've just got to get through whatever this guy's rapping. And the thing is that he's rapping really fast all the time. It's not like he's slow rapping, you know? He's not doing like LL Cool J, I Need Love. Like, he is rapping fast, and yet it still feels like it takes him forever. And so that isn't good for me anyway. But I wrote this as a song about haters. And they said, check out what they're doing, doubters. All these people who think we suck need to see us live, and they'll change their tune. That's what this song is about, which also, this felt also very 311. Like 311 has a lot of songs like that, but they're like, hey, I heard you said 311 sucks. And they're like, yeah. And they're like, well, you should see us live. And it's like, well, that's more on me. Like, that doesn't really help me. Like, you think we suck? Pay a ticket. Well, no, absolutely not. I'm already pretty firm. So there's a funk section in this song at 1:30 that I wrote was kind of deathly. So I wasn't really enjoying that. And there were no comments on songmeanings.com for this song. Matt, how'd you feel about this one?
When she says, oh, that she wants only me, then I wonder why she sleeps with my friends. This is there's so much offspring coming off of this. It's all self-esteem to me, baby. It's all self-esteem.
Yeah, my only couple notes is definitely has some chord and guitars in it, and then they do say check out the Zebrahead style, so they name check themselves again in the album.
Right. I mean, they're one of one. I mean, you listen to this and you're like, this is undeniably Zebrahead. It's not anybody else.
But you're definitely right though. It's definitely a very samey album. Like it's super fast rapping versus hooky chorus, just back to back. It's just like, if I didn't have notes in front of me, I'd be like, I don't know, this is the last song again, right? Like we're just listening to the same song over and over. Is this the song that was in Tony Hawk? No, it's not. Okay.
I will say all of this works for Tony Hawk. I think no matter what course you're on, what game, Tony Hawk 1, Tony Hawk 2, Tony Hawk 3, Tony Hawk Underground, Tony Hawk Remaster, Tony Hawk, I know some other Tony Hawks. Build your own course, Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk documentary. If Tony Hawk's involved, you can play these songs.
My favorite thing in the world is when the Tony Hawk Twitter stuff where he talks about he's out in the world and he somebody pulls a skateboard out. He's like, oh look, Tony Hawk's skateboard here, and he's like, yeah, actually that is mine, and he takes it. Or they're like, there's one. He goes, a lady at the checkout counter says, Tony Hawk. And he's like, yeah. And she's like, oh, like the skater. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, I wonder what that guy's up to. And he goes, this, just shit like that. Like, or he had he said one time he had a car rental put in or something. And so his name was up there, and he said he sat in the lobby for like 2 hours and finally went and said, hey, what's up with my rental? And they said, oh, we thought that was a joke and we deleted it because obviously they thought somebody was using the name Tony Hawk. But yes.
That's why they always use those fake names when they check into places, because otherwise they'd be like, Charlie's Theron, no way, delete. No way.
Get it out of here.
Get it out of here. Matt Nas, no way Matt Nas is staying at this Holiday Inn Express. He's a Hampton Inn man. Everyone knows that.
Total Hampton Inn. I'm a real Hampton Inner.
Matt, you said to me once, you were like, if I'm not staying at a Hampton Inn, I ain't staying. And I was like, weird demand, but you're my friend, so I will honor.
Yeah, that time we all went down to Rockin' Pod. Matt, what a diva. What a diva.
Matt was like, I want my own room with a bathroom. And I was like, okay, psycho. All right.
If I can't shit in peace.
I got one bed for jerking off and the other one's for sleeping. It better be a double.
I'm a pervert.
Yeah, Matt was like, Nashville, Tennessee. Can't wait to jerk it.
Well, that's why this next song is called Big Shot.
There it is. Matt, you're gonna die. My actual true note for this song is we get it.
Coming back in, Zebrahead in the mission. We're in the kitchen, getting to that Zebrahead style. Everybody likes it, going wild. You got that girl over there, she's not talking to you, and you don't care because you're with your boys and you're in your crew, so you know what to do. Here's a smooth out chorus that everybody likes better than the part that just happened. Everybody's screaming and pointing at me. I'm playing Tony Hawk Skrill Skater number 3.
Woo! That is a hit. Sorry, that's a hit.
Is that a Zebrahead deep track that deep cut we don't know?
That's
about?
one of those. You know what, Josh? I think that's one of the hardcore ones that people really like.
Yeah, that was very Fugazi influence.
Super Fugazi.
That was more their minor threat stage.
Exactly.
Either way, I imagine Matt delivering that song while inside a basketball net. Absolutely.
100% just getting dunked on.
Yeah. I did also write in my notes that if these courses weren't as propulsive at this point, I would fucking die. So clearly I was in a moment here with my notes.
This is truly the halfway point of the album. You guys were in the abyss.
We were. as far as what this song is about, I said, is this song about working too hard and missing life passing you by because you're always at work, or that you defined yourself by your work and you still don't understand your identity? Which is quite a jump from I need the courage to speak to a girl, or I'm going to cut my dick off. Like to suddenly jump to like, am I defined by my work? Is my work define me? I'm like, big questions being asked by like by Zebrahead over there. You know, it's like I'd really like to hold hands with a girl, but also am I defined by my output into a workplace? Discuss.
I kind of took this one more as oh, you got a record deal, Mr. Big Shot. You're going out, because he talks about, Mr. Music Man with your red wine. Red wine's you're definitely uppity if you're drinking your red wine. Yeah, just there's a lot of throwing it out there that they, oh, you're signed now, Mr. Music Man, you're Big Shot. Oh, look at you got your record deals and all this other stuff. So that's what I kind of took it as. Definitely a sellout song.
Big concern back then. Big concern. You didn't want to be considered a sellout. Which is
Not
funny
like
to
us who
consider.
are embracing it.
Year 7 sellout era, baby. Listen, if you're having trouble sleeping, all right,
Oh, you gotta get on a Sattva.
You gotta get a new mattress. That's part of your problem right there. Because if you get a new mattress, you're gonna immediately be like, that old mattress? That was my problem right there. Of course, after that, after you get the new mattress, Matt, then you got to get a new pillow. And there's only one person that you can go to for your pillow, and that's the Pillow Boys. Go to the Pillow Boys. They specialize in pillows. They're a couple boys, and they make pillows. I don't know what they make them out of, but they're soft as hell. But then after that, Josh, you brought this up to me. You're like, Lauren, I got a pillow, I got a mattress. Do I need some sheets on this thing? And the answer is no.
No. All right.
No. No sheets. Bare mattress.
Are we talking like mattress just on the floor with like a pillow?
No
and
box spring. No box spring.
Just the pillow and the mattress.
No
sheets. All you need.
No sheets, no covers, no blankets, no problem.
No problem.
You just have
because
a throw.
we also forgot to mention this mattress, not the Sattva mattress, the mattress we're talking about here, 100% flammable. Always on fire, baby. Keeping you warm.
It's hot. It's a hot mattress.
I think the only thing you're allowed to use with that is like a throw you got for Christmas that is like 5 feet in every direction, so it never it either covers your feet or it covers your shoulders, but never anything at the same time.
Never both.
Never
both. You thought you'd be clever and make it a diamond. Well, fuck you too.
Joke's on you. You're over 5 feet tall. It's not gonna work. You know what? There are still songs on this album because
there are
a number of songs on this record. This next song is called Swing.
If we don't get laid this year, we're cutting our dicks off.
Matt, I'm gonna say it right now. I listened to the song 3 times for the show. I looked at the lyrics, I took notes, and honestly, this song is word salad. It is not about anything. You whatever you want this song to be about. If you want this to be about how you're betrayed, yeah. You want to make this song about taking chances, yeah. If you want to make this song about it's not gonna work and I'm gonna cut my dick off, it all works because I don't think the song's about anything. Josh,
I took it as taking a swing at posers because we hate a poser around here.
Oh, can't stand a poser.
But it's just it's just like if I get a chance, should I swing? A lot of poser talk. So I took it as a hot riff, but swinging at posers.
I like the idea of Zebrahead meeting someone and going, this guy's a fucking poser.
Big old posy.
This guy doesn't know shit about Fugazi. He's a goddamn poser. Get back. You
poser.
There was one comment on songmeanings.com. It's from Hey, I'm Roro, who said, why has no one commented on this?
Oh, I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. Here we go. this one for you, Matt. This song's called Jag Off.
I'm a pervert. Well, they finally
So-
changed up a little bit for you, Lauren.
They did. This song gave me big "Who's Got the Hooch" vibes, which was not a vibe I was looking for.
No.
And
That's a vibe that finds you.
it does. It really does. From what I can tell, this is a song about somebody who's a leech. So always asking you for money, tracking you down, bugging you. A jagoff, if you will. Did not enjoy this one, but it was funny to find out while listening to this album. I was texting with one, Jennifer Sosha, and I was like, yeah, we're doing Zebrahead on the show. And she's like, are they nu metal? And I was like, I can tell you right now they are not. As I listen to this album. And she's like, and she goes, surprising. She's like, I always remember them being on the long list, but you know, I was like, why don't we do them? She's like, but I will tell you, I loved them. And I was like, what?
Wow.
Apparently Jenny was definitely into Zebrahead back in the day. She did not tell me how deep she went in the discography, but apparently she was like, these boys, A-okay in my book. So interesting revelation to find that out. Yeah, but
did she keep her Zebrahead CDs at her grandmother's house with like her skateboard and
sure.
all of her
I'm
good
sure.
stuff?
I'm sure it was kept there. Yeah, absolutely. When she was done, doing some ollies, doing some Christ poses, she'd, put on some Zebrahead.
I mean, it makes sense. She was a big skater,
Huge skater.
Loved Tony Hawk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she probably didn't even call them Zebrahead. She probably called them Zeeb. I'm gonna listen to some Zeeb
Some
later.
sweet Zeeb.
Some sweet Zeeb.
Or the Z heads,
The
Probably.
Z heads, yeah.
She was a big Z head.
Yeah, that's what I think. If you're a fan of Zebrahead, you're a Z head. Absolutely. There's no other way. There's no other thing that you could be called. I don't have anything else to say about this song besides the fact that it was very ska, and when it started every time, I was like, what have I done? Choosing this record.
And I think I texted you that at some point. I'm like, ooh, what have you done?
No, the actual text you sent me, Josh, was, this is tough. There's no context. Just, this is tough. And I was like, I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, I definitely got a loser vibe to it. Loser friend vibe. I said that this is what 311 sounds like to people that don't like 311 is what it says in my notes. I also think that's the Sublime's What I Got riff.
Oh yeah. That song does not practice Santeria. All right, you want to go ahead, Lauren?
To the next song, yes. It's
no,
called,
Lauren.
no.
You want to keep going talking about this one for another 30 minutes? Because obviously we've all got so much to say about this.
This song is just it's a deep well. It's a deep well. You keep going in there, you find the girl from The Ring. That's how deep this well is. Next up, we got a song. It's called Time.
Okay, we get it.
We get it.
Fuck me, dude. I don't know. Like, this is 14 songs.
Mhm.
You could have done 10. What, guys?
You know what? That is always the rule, and I feel like bands nowadays definitely do take it. I was like, yeah, we could have done 10, and they do 10, but at the time, it was that CD era. You needed to pack in those tracks, 14, 15, 16 in a secret track. Let's keep it going. Some guys like, hey, let the bassist write a song. 17 tracks. Here we go. Just keep it going. Oh, the drummer's got some ideas. 18 songs. Let's go. Oh, man. Hey, my girlfriend, she's got some ideas for a song. 19 songs. Let's keep it going. Come on, 19. Let's do it. The manager had some ideas. Manager's got song 20 songs. Yes. Now
20.
we're there.
20.
How long's the album? 42 minutes. Fuck.
19 songs in 42 minutes. Lauren, that math's a little off. I think at the time,
deep.
yeah, well, I'm 2.5 bottles of Yoo-hoo deep. I'm feeling it. At the time, I mean, CD's like 70 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're like, you gotta fucking maximize that 70 minutes. I mean, I made CDs in the 90s. I remember you felt like you were wasting time if you made an EP on a CD, like 27 minutes. Get it out of here. What, does the manager have any ideas? Whose girlfriend writes some poems? Let's see their poetry book.
Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna jam and riff, and she's gonna read the poem over the jamming and riffing. How many bands did that? How many you fucking bands did that? I know you did it, you dirty bitches. You fucking patters, just trying so hard to get another song in there. Oh, we're gonna let the girlfriend read over it. Good for you. Good for you. I was out of ideas too.
Give her some points.
Ooh,
I
back
did
end?
notice.
Two on the back end for that poem?
Give her a couple. Yeah. I noticed here that they're using a little bit of that vocal distortion the Beastie Boys would sometimes use, and that I didn't mind it because it was like I can't hear this guy now totally clearly, and I was fine with that. Because we get some fast rocking, we get to the chorus guy more. I wrote this one kind of rips, and that honestly, if it was earlier in the album, we'd probably feel better about it, but because it's late in the album, we're kind of like, yeah, like you feel a little more tired, But yeah, you put this one like track 4, we would have been like, ooh, okay, all right, yeah, a little bit more variety. But they chuck it in the back, so yeah. There's a comment from Brian Liebeck, which feels like a real name, who said, "To me, this song is about growing up and being uncertain. You just need to go for it sometimes." Fuck. And I gotta tell you, that fuck at the end was like he realized, oh shit, I need to get off fucking songwriting.com and I need to go for it. Fuck, what am I doing? What am I doing? Brian, me, oh my god.
God, what did I do?
What did I
do?
Oh,
I'm just writing comments on songmeanings.com.
Oh my god. I just realized I looked up and saw a reflection of myself reflected. I could see the light of my computer.
And I didn't
screen
recognize the person I saw in the
like,
reflection.
Who's that? Is that Brian? Or is this somebody else leaving this comment?
I can't believe I'm in my 40s talking about an album I'm not a big fan of, drinking Yoo-hoo at midnight.
Well, when I absolutely work tomorrow.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's okay. Don't worry. There's only 17 more songs left, so we're fine.
We're doing the expanded digipack, right? I will say that I did write down a lyric that he's kicking down rhymes from Friday to Friday. That's a nice chunk of time.
That is also weird payroll setup he's got there.
Yeah.
Friday to Friday. Okay. Next up is a song called Move On. Matt, give me your plate. I'm gonna put some pickles and some chips on it.
No, thank you.
No.
Flop.
How about some beans, eh?
No, thank you.
Flop.
I thought this one had the I thought this one definitely had the we're cutting our dicks off vibe.
It's time for us to move on with our lives dickless. Slash. Oh! Why? This is a dumb pact.
Now, I thought this song was about either getting a move on to achieve your dreams or you having to confess that you actually love Zebrahead and you just need to fucking admit it. I did not like this song, except there's
cowards.
there's a bridge that reminds me of Sugar Ray, and I did enjoy that. They do it a couple times, but I wrote down at 340. You can kind of hear that. I definitely enjoyed that part.
Sure. Here.
The chorus guy. It's funny that he's not in the band anymore. He's the guy. He was doing the work. The rapping guy is still in the band. He has been a constant force. But singing guy, he left in 2004. And they replaced him with another guy who sort of sounded like him, and then that guy left in 2021. And they replaced him again. So, but the rapping guy, he's constant. This song, songmeanings.com, I think this song, his person's name was Sleepy Minnie, who said, I think this song is cool, chill every time when I listen to it. And I like it even more when someone sends it for you. I think it's sweet. Well, what else can I say? Truly, what else can you say?
I saw
Any
this
other thoughts?
this note earlier that I should have pulled out earlier, but the singing guy Justin Moriello on Wikipedia says also known as Gold Tooth, Goldtoof.
Cool.
So he's got a
That's
good
tough.
nickname.
That's
So
it's
we
a good
also call
nickname.
Matt.
Sorry, it's a good nickname. Good nickname. Sorry.
Good nickname.
Sorry, I didn't realize. Go Tooth. I like that he doesn't use that one anymore. Like, hey, Gold
Right.
Tooth. No.
Justin.
Just. You're not Gold Tooth anymore. Keep your voice
No.
down.
I'm just Justin.
What are you doing?
Oh,
Ever
go.
since I got my
kids
dick
now.
off, I'm just Justin.
He's at the store. The Gold Tooth. I'm with my kids, man. Can you just call me Justin?
Just call me Justin, please. God.
Are you
quick
gonna?
question?
Yeah, go ahead.
How respectful of our time is this album?
It clocks. It clocks in at
Not at all?
48 minutes and 8 seconds.
I got to tell you, you kind of feel it, don't you?
You do. It's funny is that if this album was 42 minutes, I'd be like, yep. 45 minutes, I'd say sure. But 48 minutes, I'm getting a little sweaty. I'm getting like, what are we doing? I'm not gonna lie. I did notes over 2 days. I was working on notes, and then at a certain point I said, that's enough for tonight, boys. I will see you later.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, but so yeah, this one, yeah, but they say move on. We should definitely move on to the next song, which is called Fly Days. Hey Matt, hey Josh.
Yeah, buddy.
I gotta play you this band I just heard. Their music is influenced by Fugazi and the Descendants.
Oh, really?
I love those bands. Yeah, I would really like to hear that. Maybe,
yeah. Hey Matt, just turn this up real quick. See me.
It's just, that's exactly like Suburban Home by the Descendants.
Ian Mackay hears this song and he goes,
They beat me
got
to
me
it
again.
That was going to be on the next record.
That was going to be the 14th song. All right. This song, I got Major Bloodhound Gang on this one. Hardcore. This one definitely felt very Bloodhound Gang. The Ron Jeremy cameo, which obviously dates the song, really dates the song, since he is, I believe, in jail for sexual assault. I think I'm correct on that one.
Yes, he is.
And honestly, this reminds me of like the Joke Lounge song that's at the end of Stone Temple Pilots' Purple, if you remember that song.
Okay.
The guy's singing about like 12 gracious melodies or something like that. I gotta say that when the guitar strumming starts, I was like, well, it's not nu metal, but I can't be like that mad at this. But then the singing starts, and I was like, I'm not thrilled, but it's fine. It's fine. And then the rapping started, and I was like, absolutely not. No. So I went through a real journey with this one. So by the end of it, I was just not enjoying this one. I will say that everybody in the comments says that this is the perfect summer song. And that one person, Fans Riot Triple X, said Zebrahead is my favorite band and Fly Days is my favorite song. Need I say more? No.
Ooh, yes, you
nothing
do
more to
actually.
say.
Like, who are you?
But there was one person, their name is Johnny MacD, and they said, I don't like this song at all. I'm turning it off now.
I'm putting down my keyboard, walking over to the hi-fi, turning this one off.
Turning this one off. Absolutely not.
This is a no thank you from me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, I always do my songmeanings.com live.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Live from the boards, Matt. Live from the boards. That's what you want.
The one thing with this song too is the references are so like dated. I mean, it's obviously with even at the time with Guys with Travolta flair, Farrah Fawcett's hair, Huggy Bear style, Bee Gees drop the bomb. There's songs about talking about the Love Boat. Shaggy fights crime on a Scooby snack. Grandmaster Flash. Chrissy smoked up all of Jack Tripper's hash. I mean, it's just like this was '98, fellas.
They were doing a throwback disco track.
Oof.
And they said, we got to make sure all our references are on point. And just think, this is the internet, like, what's this guy used to look this stuff up? Encarta? Probably. Or he had to go to the library to look all these up, you know? He couldn't just hop on Wikipedia, find this out. So he had to do some hard research. Think about that. When we listen to some of these older songs, these guys didn't have the resources we have today. They had to go and they had to pound the pavement. They had to go to the library, say, it's me again. It's me again from Zebrahead.
Watch some Nick at Night.
Yeah, that too. That's too. Yeah. And believe it or not, we are on the final song. It is called Bootylicious Vinyl.
I'm a pervert. We're done. Oh, we're done.
Matt,
We're
your
done.
face now will be immortalized on youtube.com/Roach Koach podcast. You were not excited to hear Bootylicious Vinyl. You felt upset. You seemed a little hurt. You seemed a little kind of going through some tough feelings right now.
I'm having some big feelings over here.
Yeah, Matt.
You're a big vinyl head too. Like,
oh yeah,
I love
yeah,
vinyl.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure.
And you love anything bootylicious. So
yeah,
so I'm a pervert.
You're a pervert. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that's why I showed my butt earlier.
That's immortalized on YouTube.
Yeah,
that is truly
no way. The song is not good. For me, it does not work. I wanted it to be over. If I hear more of that song, I don't want to. It's just not for me. Sorry, I don't like it.
My joke note is I just wrote the word woof. And I actually did write a note down. He says he's drunk off wine, so I'm wondering if he is a big shot. But other than that, the song is a big woof.
Yeah. Well, this song absolutely would play in a teen movie where these guys, I mean, again, this whole album plays like a teen movie where the guys are having that moment of just like, we got to get laid this summer. You know, we aren't in touch with our own feelings, so we absolutely have to bang some chicks. It's not going to go well, and the antics are going to be insane, and Stifler's going to drink his own jizz. It's just how it's going to go.
Mm-hmm. I definitely do think this is the type of song that would play when they all realize that things have not gone well for them and they all need to cut their dicks off. That's definitely the type of song that would play at that point. I did write in my notes that these guys are letting us know that they're dance guys, good time guys, party guys, and that while this is terrible, their heart is in the right place. I will say that this album did not always bring me joy, but I could tell that these guys had a lot of fun making it.
Definitely.
Which I appreciate. And I did not feel like maliciously attacked by this record. And there's part of me that was like, the fact that I had the MP3 of Get Back, and I feel like if I'd had this album in 98, I might have been right there with Jenny at her grandma's house being like, yeah, let's give this a spin, you know? I definitely feel like I could eat a hot dog or hamburger to this album. Absolutely. You know? This is definitely a summertime barbecue album. You know, you could put this on and it might be like 4 tracks in before you go, hey, wait a minute.
What the fuck is happening here?
Is this the Zeb? Is this Zebrahead? Melissa, did you put Zebrahead on? She'd be like, tee-hee, I did. So,
a bootylicious vinyl, baby.
Bootylicious vinyl, baby. Believe it or not, you guys, that's the album. That's it. That's Waste of Mind by Zebrahead. And now it's the part of the show where we talk about
canon talk.
That's right.
Talk about the canon.
There it is. There it is. Josh, you're our guest. We'll start with you.
No.
Boom.
Boom. Here comes the boom.
Yeah, here comes the boom, and nothing changes. Yeah, just listening to the album. I did listen to it in the Jeep with the windows down. and I will tell you that it is not a fun summertime listen. It is a tough listen, and yeah, I hope to never listen to this album again.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. I wrote in my notes that this album is decidedly not nu metal. It's basically ska punk. Sometimes I hated it, sometimes I didn't mind. On this nu metal journey, I've certainly heard worse, and I definitely rate it higher than 311, Bloodhound Gang, and Hot Action Cop, but not as good as Step Kings. And so I have nothing for the canon. Matt.
Also, another no. Definitely 100% unequivocally would have loved this in 1998. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. All these years later, it just plays like an old Bare Naked Ladies video where you're just like, whoa, really? That's what we were doing? It's just like, really? Shorts in socks into boots? Okay, that's interesting. It's a look. But with chunky sweaters? Okay. But guys, this is the year. I mean, the only thing is like, when I listen to this album, I do think like
I want to be stereotyped. I want to be classified.
they were absolutely having fun.
Mhm.
And
I will ask you a question, Matt. You
Yeah.
said you in '98 you would have liked this. When was Goth Matt? Because Goth Matt wouldn't have liked this.
Oh, well, here's the thing about me is that I am a genre chameleon, baby.
Okay.
So I like it all. I definitely never, if you would have seen me back then, I would not have struck you as a goth because I wasn't a huge like guy who only wears black t-shirts and black jeans and black sweaters and painted their nails black and had black eyeliner and fishnets over his arms. That would have been my good friend Matt Rose. I just always kind of looked like this. This is what I have looked like forever. Like I wear a t-shirt at this moment because it's Wicked Wisdom. But yeah, it's normally a button up or a pullover and khakis, which I am currently wearing. So I'm not very metal. I'm not very goth. I'm just 100% me.
You're just Matt.
So City Club Matt would have listened to this.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
would have listened to this, but then I would have been like, Interrep is pretty great. I like that front 242.
Throbbing Gristle is the best thing.
Throbbing Gristle fucking sucks. I never like Skinny Puppy was probably as esoteric as I enjoyed because like you listen to Chris and Cozy or Throbbing Gristle and you're like, was music the goal or just was it just this? Was this it? Okay, this was what you were going for. All right.
Well, there we go. And that does bring us to the end of another episode of Roach Koach. Zebrahead, you didn't get in, but that's okay because you boys are just having fun. And that's all right. Josh, Toomey, thank you so much for coming back. Always a pleasure. Good to see you. People can find you on the new pod. People can find you all around. You certainly know how to find the Yoo-hoo. You know all the places.
If anybody needs Yoo-hoo recommendations, just hit me up.
There you go.
Have you had any of the other flavors, Josh?
I was actually looking at that. I don't know if I've ever had the other flavors, and I think they've discontinued most other flavors.
Oh wow.
They had like a double fudge, and they had a coconut. But yeah, I gotta go classic. Shake it, Yoo-hoo, chocolate drink.
There it is.
There it is. Keep on saying hello to Roach Koach online. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We're on all of them. Go and check us out. We're having a blast. It's the sellout era, baby. It's a sellout era. We're going big or going home. And we're already at home, so we're going to continue to go big. That's what we're doing. So until next time, Matt, thank you.
Lauren, thank you.
Josh. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Roach Koach.
Podcast.
Hot all day, every day. This is the Roach Koach
podcast.
all day.